What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. I've talked about a lot on this channel about how certain people define quote-unquote cancel culture, and the fact that if you aren't literally dead and buried, then this somehow disproves cancel culture. And while some people deserve to, take a little time out of the limelight, I think that in most cases, not all, but in most cases of widespread, canceling, it's usually something that is far overblown or, broken down into, the extremes. Louis C.K. is one of those types of cases. Now, he just released a brand new stand-up special, and it's only available on his website, meaning Netflix didn't pay him to do it. It's not on HBO. It's not on, I don't know, where you'd get comedy specials, but it's self-released. And so some people are saying this is proof that Louis C.K. isn't canceled and that he's still drawing breath on this planet, and therefore cancel culture is a myth. This, of course, is ridiculous. We're going to take a look at some of the insanity. Now, look, well, Louis C.K. did not okay. I will say this. I mean, you can tune in or not to his stand-up special, which I don't think was his best, but it was pretty good. Worth a watch. What I will say is that, he was never charged of any crime. He was never arrested. So, there's that. Was he a creep? Yes. Is he supposed to have a life sentence for that? I don't think so. We're going to get into the hilarity from all of this after a quick word from this video sponsor. Huge shout out to this video sponsor, Established Titles. Now, this may be the most interesting sponsorship I've had yet. Established Titles is a project based on a historic Scottish custom where landowners are referred to as lords and ladies. The Established Title Pack gives you at least 1 square foot of dedicated land on a private estate in Scotland and an official certificate with a crest. It looks absolutely sick. Lord Jeremy from The Quartering, my official proclamation. Also, remember that they have a charity partner, Trees for the Future and One Tree Planted. They plant a tree for every single order, which is absolutely awesome. So you can get this sweet gift for someone or yourself. You can get a certificate proving your title as well as a unique plot number with which you can see the exact location of your land. Established Titles might be one of the best last-minute gifts ever. You could get even a couple pack for you and your partner, where you get adjoining plots of land. Getting this certificate also helps you officially change your name to Lord or Lady and get it on a credit card or some other, whatever else you want, apparently. For those with Scottish heritage, it's also a great way to connect with family. Established Titles is having a great limited time sale, so go to establishedtitles.com/thequartering to save 10% off today. And remember to use the discount code thequartering or just click the link below. That's establishedtitles.com/thequartering. If you saw over the weekend, Louis C.K. was trending, and there are a lot of people here saying, you can see, imagine being a loser on Twitter thinking it's your job to teach Louis C.K. a thing or two. You see, viewers think Louis C.K.'s new comedy special is proof that cancel culture isn't real. Well, it's of course absurd to assume that. It's the same people that, think that the only way to be canceled is if, for example, somebody was dead. I mean, it's not like he got a $50 million Netflix contract. It's not like he got a $1 Netflix contract. He put it up on his own website, and people are free to buy it or not, and I don't know how many people did buy it or not. Louis C.K.'s surprise special, Sorry, sparks Twitter debate on cancel culture, proved he hasn't learned anything. What is he supposed to do? He's a comedian. This is one of those things like, again, you can not watch his stand-up. You can not pay him money. But there are a lot of people that still find him funny and that have forgiven him. Louis C.K. dropped a new stand-up special this weekend, sparking debate on whether or not the comedian was ever really canceled for admitting multiple bad behaviors. A promo for C.K.'s special was first played during Saturday Night Live commercial break, in which the comedian was shown saying, Are you picturing it? It's good. It's really good. Nobody gets pregnant. The special, which dropped after CK was nominated for a 2022 Grammy Award, is currently available for purchase on the comedian's website, and reportedly recording of his already controversial August 14th show at Madison Square Garden. News of the special riled up Twitter users who highlighted the special as proof that the comedian was never really held accountable. Again, what do these people want? They want him dead. That's the only, like, reasonable. I mean, this guy had to release it on his own website. How many copies did he sell? A couple thousand? It seems unlikely that he's getting rich off it. This guy's saying, all blue check marks, of course. If anyone actually thinks someone can be canceled, just tell them Louis C.K. advertised his new stand-up special during the first commercial break of SNL. Well, yeah, he paid for that. He's not getting free promotion. Louis C.K. has made enough money that he could go away forever. Doing another comedy special proves he hasn't learned anything. Is he not supposed to work? You see this third person. Louis C.K. is back despite having admitted committing heinous acts. Jeffrey Toobin is regularly back on CNN. Yeah. Okay. What's your point? Unfortunate to see Louis C.K. and Johnson out today trending at the same time. Blake Rogers saying, seeing a little of dudes going to bat for Louis C.K. in the sure what he did was bad, but he wasn't convicted sort of way. Don't want to assume that their goals are with it, but it sure does feel like they're trying to defend their own behavior in some way. So by saying, again, I don't think that what he did was okay, but I don't think it should serve a life sentence like these weirdos do. Louis C.K. wasn't canceled. He committed a crime in front of his coworkers. He should be on a registry. Well, he wasn't charged with anything. A lot of dudes in the mentions who jump at the chance to let Louis C.K. jerk it in front of them. Too bad their hero prefers the non-consenting audience. Again, what was he charged with? Again, two things can be true. You can find what Louis C.K. did reprehensible to the point where you don't want to watch his stand-up comedy anymore, and that's your right. But the fact that, these people are like losing their minds, he's white and male, so he's getting a pass from other white males. F the patriarchy. Huh? Several users, however, were quick to defend CK, claiming he has repented enough for his actions, while others praised how funny the latest special was. Hoo boy, here we go. I'm here for it. Louis C.K. is gross and he abused his position. I feel in ignorance of what his societal position really was. But you know what? He's funny as heck, so let's do this. And he signors saying, didn't Louis C.K. actually ask the women involved for explicit consent? Like, super creepy, I get it, but they gave him permission. That's what I'm told. There is some stories about him blocking their exit or something like that obviously that's not okay. But again, how long ago was this? Freaking 20 years ago? What do you want? Josh Shenny, the new special Sorry by Louis C.K. is some of his best stuff ever. The best comedy special I've watched in about 5 years. Allie Lehrman saying, I love Louis C.K.'s new special. Hope that's okay with you. I thought it was funny. I definitely was. Look at Michael Rappaport even saying, this stuff is funny, Louis C.K. I don't know. $25 is a lot, but you could buy the one for 10. Now, I don't know if their definition is that because he has a website and he's selling his own stand-up special on it, that this means he's not canceled. And Twitter has been melting down over it. But that's just not the case. I mean, the idea that he still had to put it out on his own and have all this, hand organic advertising means he's absolutely still quote unquote canceled. Louis C.K. plugs new special with ad buy during SNL broadcast, which is pretty hilarious. Louis C.K. has a new special out, Sorry, that he is selling online. An ad ran during SNL. For those who forgot, Louis C.K. did some bad things and then went right back to work and no one blinked. So quit whining about cancel culture because it's a myth. Again, blocking the replies, shocking. You can see what he did was gross, but he was never charged with anything. He apologized and was fired from everything. Years later, he makes this independently for his fans who forgive him. No one's forcing you to watch it, yet here you are forever condemning him, and cancel culture isn't real. Good point by Andy Signor. Christian Toto, friend of the channel. This isn't remotely accurate. He lost his FX TV show, a role in the Secret Life of Pets sequel, and likely many other lucrative gigs. He went away for a while and then slowly started booking gigs that allowed fans to see him and everyone else stay far, far away. I mean, you have to forgive people. People have to have a path to redemption. And let's be honest, you know, from what I understand of it, yeah, it was creepy, but there are far worse things. And he apologized. He's paid his dues. You know, these people like Victoria Brownworth, who is a journalist. It's always the people that are so desperate to say that cancel culture doesn't exist that are the ones that are always perpetuating it. Congratulations, Louis. I'm happy for you. I hope you sell lots of copies of your stand-up special. We'll talk to you again real soon.